Hi, everybody. Welcome to the winter solstice edition of the emotional exchanges. No, it's not really true. Hi, TFT, Tarot for Today, Divine Dabblings with Oberon Banshee, and this is my show, The Emotional Exchanges. It's a reading for the relationship-minded people. It could be about love or very deep relationships. I pull two cards for each sign of the zodiac. The first card is, what is the challenge or opportunity coming to you in your emotional life? The second card is, what is the action required? So we're going to start off with Aries. And these readings are good for sun, moon, or rising. All right. Aries, challenge or opportunity. A decision has to be made, and you're possibly either afraid of the situation or you don't feel you have all the information you need to make this decision. It's obviously about a relationship, like maybe deciding if you want to move forward in a relationship, or maybe if a certain relationship has had the ultimate transgression. So it's going to be a big thing weighing on your mind, Aries. Even though you're normally pretty sure about things, there seems to be some sense of ambiguity, like you don't have the full picture, and yet you have to make this decision. What is the action required? Oh my. And it's the Queen of Swords. And she's upright as opposed to him being reversed. So Queen of Swords is saying, you just have to do it. You have to pull up your big person clothing and do it. The Queen of Swords says, if there's a repercussion, somebody says, oh, that was so harsh when you said that or when you did that. Too bad. You're the one in charge, Aries. So you know this, and you can do it. Okay. Taurus, sun, moon, or rising. Challenge or opportunity. And it's another king reversed. It's the King of Wands. You need to try harder, especially if you are trying to find a relationship, even just putting yourself into the dating pool, or if you're in a relationship but it seems like things aren't clicking. The reason maybe you maybe have forgotten what it's like to be charming to somebody, or what it's like to have your own natural flow of things demonstrate itself. Maybe this also indicates that in terms of your relationships, there's a certain level of confidence or bravery you need to be able to display. So what is the action required? Be the sun, be illuminating, be bright. The sun really exemplifies anyone's best traits. And so you need to figure out how you can really manifest the best parts of yourself to be visible and seen, especially if you're trying to attract somebody. All right. So now Gemini, sun, moon, or rising. Opportunity or challenge for the Geminis. The challenge may be trying to deal with the aftermath of a relationship that's over, but still has a reason to exist on some level. This may be saying it's not really over until it is really over, no matter what a weighted person might say or not, or sing or not. Sometimes when the Ten of Swords is reversed, it may be saying there's a second chance, or there's another chance at trying to make the relationship come back, or address the parts that made the relationship not work. Maybe this is really saying your challenge is to figure out why the relationship didn't work so that you can avoid this problem in the future. So what is the energy required? And it's the Page of Cups reversed. So you have to look at things realistically. You have to kind of ground yourself and not think too many airy-fairy kind of thoughts. Like if you're feeling like, this is all about how you're positive. Well, of course, being positive is good, but there may be a lot more than that. You may need to really ground yourself in reality for a change, Gemini. Okay, so now we will move on to Taurus. I'm sorry, Cancer. Sun, Moon, and Rising. Cancer, challenge or opportunity. As the Six of Pentacles, you have an opportunity to really come across to somebody the way that you want to, but guess what? Maybe that person feels the same way too. And I feel like this could be saying these are possibilities that exist outside your normal. So, for example, like the picture illustrates, these could be people from very different cultures or very different backgrounds of some sort. But somehow, right now, the challenge is for you to figure out the best way to speak your heart and soul to that person, or to be able to receive that from them. What is the action required? Be at peace. Nine of Pentacles. Enjoy what you have and understand that there's a certain solace that's inside of yourself. It can be outside yourself too, but maybe draw what is that connection to yourself to give yourself strength so that this thing is really so much easier. It looks like it is anyway, so go for it. And Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Leo, challenge or opportunity. It's the Six of Wands upright. The opportunity is to really shine by being yourself. The opportunity is to acknowledge everything about yourself as positive and uplifting, nothing that vanquishes you to the loser space. So this is within a relationship. It could be saying really that when we try to appeal to somebody, we appeal to them because we love who they are, not what we think they are. Energy required. Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles says the energy required is at this time to realize that there's value closer to you, and that those are the kind of things that maybe you need to work on when you're trying to emphasize that. So the idea could be saying, don't let go of anything until you really know what its purpose is, especially if this is about emotional matters. Everything can help. Okay, Virgo, sun, moon, and rising. And the challenge or opportunity is to put what you know into real action. This card says you know how to do it. You don't have any reason to not feel you're ready. And so, Virgo, if you're ready for a relationship, then now is really the time. And that's what this card is saying, I think. That Virgos, you're either ready to go into a higher part of your relationship you already have, or you're ready to start a new one. What is the energy required at this time? Be amazing, be the world, realize that you have already achieved what you want, and that now what you want or get will be that much easier. Inspire yourself with the possibility of perfection. There's no relationship that is perfect, but why not try? All right, Libra, sun, moon, or rising. Libra, what is the challenge or opportunity? Something maybe within yourself or within the external doesn't feel you want a relationship or you need to be in one at this time, or that it doesn't have to be a pervasive relationship. The challenge for you maybe is to feel good about being alone, feel good about knowing and speaking and being your own truths. What is, and that's Libra, I guess. So, what is the action required? It's the High Priestess reversed, which is very similar in a way. Um, no, maybe it isn't. The High Priestess could be saying, really, in order to get here, you maybe do need to think outside of the box, think outside of inner wisdom, and think really about more common sense. And so, becoming the person who focuses on themselves is really more a matter of relating to people exactly as they are rather than as putting them on a pedestal, perhaps, which is the High Priestess in a way. Okay, so Scorpio, sun, moon, and rising. What is the challenge or opportunity? Nine of Pentacles reversed. Your challenge is to realize that not everything about your life helps you out. Not everything about your life uplifts you. It may actually overprotect you or over insulate you from things, like maybe even having a relationship that's based on what you want rather than maybe the idea here being what somebody wants for you. And that could be yourself. You could want that for yourself because maybe you don't know any better. Maybe there's a confidence issue here. We've all been hurt before, and sometimes we decide we're done. What is the action required, though, to get you to this area where you feel like it's time to come out of the garden? And it's the Ten of Pentacles reversed. And I don't know, Scorpio, maybe this is saying there's certain connections, family or friends, that aren't good for you in certain ways. Not in all ways, but in certain ways, especially maybe when it comes to really finding your own way. And that maybe this is saying the action required is to go it alone. And that family bonds or loving bonds aren't necessarily going to be helpful for you if you're seeking something different. Maybe it's time to end a relationship, Scorpio. Okay, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. What is the opportunity or challenge? Page of Wands, upright. Look at that little unicorn. The Page of Wands says you can start forward with something really unique. Okay, it's not a unicorn, it's a goat. But it's still kind of unique in a way. So maybe the Page of Wands is here saying the challenge or opportunity is to realize that sometimes you have to be that person who says, why don't we? And so this is saying it's time for you to be an initiator, whether it's about a single relationship or a set of relationships with people or friends. Maybe it's time for you to pull your own weight and be that person that brings something special to everyone else. Because this is initiation in a sense. So, what is the action required then for the Sagittarians? Believe in yourself, believe in your willpower, believe in your ability to affect change, believe in your ability to believe that change is possible and to protect that from getting into the wrong hands or even the knowledge of it, because that's important too. Capricorns, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Challenge or opportunity. Queen of Pentacles. You have a challenge to be literally the best thing possible. The Earth Mother, an aspect of the Empress. You can be creative in many ways, especially maybe in emotions and romance. Your challenge to do that, Capricorn, because maybe lately you haven't been feeling it. And so this is saying for the holidays, for the new year, push yourself into taking care of yourself and becoming even more glamorous, more attractive. So what is the energy required? To understand that there are certain choices. It's the Four of Cups upright. There are certain choices that are good for you, and there are certain choices that will just distract you. None of these choices are bad for you, but considering the amount of time that you might spend on those choices, well, maybe you could use that time better elsewhere. So plan carefully, think clearly of what you want your outcome to be, Capricorn, and then hook up that way. All right, and now it's Aquarius. Aquarius, sun, moon, or rising, what is the challenge or opportunity coming to you? It's Temperance reversed. Aquarius, things may not be settled really well for you right now. There may be conflicting emotions in your set of friendships or relationships, or even with a primary relationship, possibly. You are challenged to try to find some balance right now. The world's crazy, but you don't have to be crazier, okay? So that's Aquarius. Sometimes you do really need to dial it down a bit and realize that everybody has expectations, and yours should just to try to find balance. So, especially if this is about a relationship, what is the action required then? It's the reverse Seven of Cups. And the reverse Seven of Cups says, clearly you may know that there is one most important thing here to focus on in trying to create that balance in relationships or that better temperament for dealing with situations. And so you have to, find it because you know it's there and embrace it. And, we're talking about relationships. The cup suit is specifically about relationships. So I think it's saying there's something there emotionally that can really be helpful to you, but you may have to really choose it. It's not just about knowing it's there, it's also choosing to really embrace it strongly. Okay, that was Aquarius. I might have said it was Capricorn, but I think it's Aquarius. So now we are on Pisces. Pisces, sun, moon, or rising. What is the opportunity or challenge coming to you? Yeah, the reversed Page of Wands. The challenge or opportunity is realizing that maybe somebody is not responding to your attentions, whether they're coming as any kind of communication, even just subtle flirting or not. It's a challenge that maybe somebody you really think you would click with just doesn't seem to notice that. And maybe it's starting to bother you a little bit. But what is the energy required then? And it's the Nine of Cups reversed. The Nine of Cups reversed, it's the wish card, but I think in this context, the Nine of Cups reversed is saying sometimes you have to accept, Pisces, and maybe that's a lot of times, Pisces, that you can't always get what you want, but you may get what you need. And of course, this is saying be grateful for that too. Be grateful for that. So sometimes the grass is not greener on the other side. All that glitters is not gold. All of that. A relationship or situation you may have been trying to get into, maybe this is Spirit saying there's a reason why it's not going to work out or why you won't really be that enthused about it. All right, Pisces. So that's the reading part. Now we're going to do that other part where we try to figure out, are any of the astrology signs going to get lucky this weekend? Yeah, I know. It is the holiday weekend, so you'd like to think that maybe that could happen. But on the other hand, it's very busy too. Maybe there's just not time or energy or motivation. Well, let's see who should best try to do this. And this time we're going to up the ante and say, it's really possible that 4 zodiac signs out of the 12 could get lucky. So besides looking for the Lover or the Devil card, we're going to look for 2 other cards. The 2 of Cups, relationship, and the 10 of Cups, emotional happiness, could pertain to a relationship. So let's do that then with my patented method. So that's it, everybody. Our lucky, lucky, lucky winners are Gemini, Scorpio, Sagittarius, and Pisces. All right, everybody. Thanks for watching the Emotional Exchanges. We'll see you next time.